Today I'm listening to my intuition and inviting you into the Vanity Studio. I'm breaking down my effortless, heat-friendly, Parisian style inspired makeup routine that I do on a day-to-day basis living in Trinidad for a warm weather effect. As a sovereign woman, your makeup should never be worn as a mask to hide your silhouette from the loud world. It should be a quiet celebration of the secureness that you have within yourself. So for me, skincare has always been the top first priority in makeup. And at this moment, I'm not spending on certain brands, which is Korean is my favorite to take care of my skin. I've just got on my olive oil today. And so the first thing for me is always about paying attention to my skin, what is going to be needed and necessary. Seeing that I am in the Caribbean and it is so warm, my makeup sweats. And I only wear when I need to, especially for pictures and filming and stuff like that. So, as you know, eyebrows. And I'm not a bold eyebrow girl. It's really a slight there eyebrow, but barely there, so to say. I've got here my makeup factor. It's almost done. And I got this one from my mom from the drugstore in Germany, and she doesn't use it, so I've taken it as well to have as a backup for me, because this one is literally I've hit pan. And again, I don't do a lot with my eyebrows, but it's just slightly filling it in, and I focus mostly on the ends. Just with that powder, just pressing it in. No big craziness. And if you want to do the pencil, what has worked for me is the LA Girl. It is not too creamy and it's not too waxy. But then I also just recently finished a MAC pencil that I had gotten a while ago, and I kind of like the consistency of it. It is more of a wax, but it's a very gray, and so just put it on top of it as an extra seal for the powder, not a lot, and I really did enjoy that. Okay, I'm gonna do the next side now. Again, it's just to make it seem as though I have something, and it really does help frame the face, but in a soft way. So I hope you can see that. It's really a soft approach to filling in the eyebrows and not at the same time looking as though you have. If you're blessed with full eyebrows, then it's wonderful, but it's also making it still look a little bit soft at the same time. Now, the other thing with me, I've always been someone that wears a lot of concealers, because I notice every now and then I would have darkness around my eyes. I can't at this moment. It's been a bit hard sometimes to notice if I really do have any. And if I don't, if I do, I kind of will use these more in the summertime for that extra protection of it, so to say, not moving. So I don't really wear these that often. I actually do need to get some concealer. But at this moment, I've been wearing this Becca foundation, full coverage foundation, just a tiny bit I would put on, and it's just simply to give me a little protection or coverage, I should say, underneath the eye. And I just dab it there and leave it for a second. Again, the other thing with me, what I really and truly love is barely their makeup. I am so effortless, it's a shame. But I do know how to put on makeup, especially because I did a lot of TV stuff, commercials. So I had to also learn to do my own makeup. So once that's on, I love cream blushes. Anything that is creamy, that emulsifies into the skin, but also like a skincare, I am all down for it. So I've been using this e.l.f. Cream blush, and I literally just take the smallest dab you can think of. It's literally nothing, like that. And I just 1, 2, 1, 2. That's all I do. The excess, I don't know why I love rubbing it on my lip, just to get it off my finger. Now, again, because I'm in the heat here in Trinidad and Tobago, I have the Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer in Espresso. Now, we'll put it on just for the sake of this video, but I don't wear it. I really don't. And again, that's just gonna go underneath here. That's it. That's all that I do. And again, I really and truly don't wear these things. So now what I do first, I go in with my finger and just to slightly blend this a little. And then I go in with I have a big brush that I've been using. And I just kind of go in there. Just blend at it. I try to also make sure and take it over the lids as well. Right, and then I really truly love using the finger for many things. I go in first with the finger and the blush. As you can see, you can barely see anything on my skin. And it is not sticky, and it's not, how do I say this? I love the texture of the blush from e.l.f. I really do. And then we go in and we blend everything together, also with the bronzer. No harsh lines. All right, so I don't have any real order, so to say. If I do feel for highlight, I have 2 of them. This Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand and the Estée Lauder Double Wear Brush on Glow. And again, I said I don't do much, so I don't really use them, and it's just, that's it. So we're gonna let that sit for a second. Again, we've already blended everything in seamlessly, and again, as I said, I smile. I smile to make sure that the blush is exactly at the base of the cheeks, and then I take it up some more. And other than that, the only thing that I have noticed with the last 2 to 3 weeks, I don't wear makeup, and I stopped wearing my MAC Chestnut lip liner around my lips because I find it's too dark. And somehow I've been wanting like an eyeliner on the lids, but not wing. I don't do all that jazz. I'm sorry guys, I am so simple and easy when it comes to how I do my makeup. So now we're just gonna go in and blend in the highlight. Again, I kind of did this backwards because I don't show I really don't show this that often because I don't really do it so much. All of this, I should say. All right, so now that that's blended in, we are just going to dust a little bronzer on the lids. And so I just take a tiny bit. I always dust it off, and then I just pat it in on the top of the lid. Just pat, and that's it. That's my bronzer. I don't put it over the cheeks area again because it's so hot here. It sweats really quickly. So I just try to do what I can early, take all my pictures, my filming and stuff like that, and then the rest of the day my skin can do whatever it needs to do, and I am happy. Next we're going to put on we're gonna set the concealer under the eye, which in this case is the foundation. And so I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless, and I just literally do that. And I really and truly love this pressed powder from Charlotte Tilbury. Guys, that's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. And so as I said, I've been having this urge to put on an eyeliner. And so what I've been doing with the MAC Chestnut, because it's a nice brown, but I do have a brown from Yves Saint Laurent that I do use sometimes as well. But I wanted to just test this out to see how I would feel. And so I did. And I've been using it every so often. And so I literally just go from the middle of the eyelid and then just bring it out. Okay, that's all that I do. And if I feel even funky, then I just take it at the base of the bottom line and just put a little bit there. But I don't feel like doing all of that today. Just a little something here. Again, and so I just go. And for me, it's just about having fun with my makeup. I have everything there, guys, and I don't wear it. And so when I get these urges to do a little something with myself, I do it. And I actually enjoy it because it just sits there doing nothing. Can't say it's catching dust because it's not. And I take my finger and I just kind of smudge it. Yeah. For me, the finger has always been my favorite tool. Always. Favorite tool on how to apply my makeup and stuff like that. The other thing that just happened to me yesterday, sorry, I have a lot of eyeshadow, powder, and some cream. But I have the Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Sticks. And yesterday, my intuition was just like, play. Put on some eyeshadow. And again, I don't go anywhere. I'm not doing much. So I've been wearing this darker shade. Let's see, what is it called? Gold bronze. I wore the gold bronze on my lids yesterday. So I'm gonna do that today again. And I'm just gonna go on the middle and I slightly bring it over to the front. And this is just to play around a little bit and give yourself a little something fun, a little splash of color throughout the day. And again, I take my finger, and I know why I use my finger, because then there's not a lot of product there and my finger makes it sink into the skin. Now, the one other thing that I can do to make this not look too glittery and not have a base, so to say, and a blend-in, is I can take my bronzer. As a matter of fact, we're gonna do that. So what I do is I take the bronzer. Again, I don't wear a lot of makeup, so I'm not gonna pull out my palette that I have. I take the bronzer and I take the fluffy side of a brush and I just go in there. And this is just gonna go on the outer half of the lid into the middle and blend, and also take away that harsh line that I've created with this product. Yeah. So just do that. Go back in with a little bit more. And I just blend. Yes, the key really and truly, as you guys hear from makeup artists, is blend. It's really the truth. And so I just do that, blend. That's it. That's all I do. I do not do a whole lot with myself. What else? So again, too, sometimes, especially in the summertime, when I don't want to look like I have anything at all, but I want my face to be glowing, especially when I lived in Europe, this is what I put on. And it's got SPF in it. And then if I notice that my under eyes is, you know, a little dark, then I will correct that, walk out the house. I wouldn't even put on blush. Again, for me, my most favorite is, I love my mascara, the eyebrows, and then my favorite is the lips. I have highlighters. I have pretty much a lot of things, guys, but I really don't wear them that often. So we're just gonna focus now on the mascara, and today's pick from the two, I'm gonna go with the Gucci, and this one, beautiful, extends my lashes really crazy. But I have to say, this is my joy. my eyebrows and mascara and my lips. So we're gonna give this all one coat, and then I always go back in at least 2 to 3 more coats, depending on how spunky I'm feeling. Okay, so I'm gonna put that to the side. So I showed you guys the, so to say, for me, like a tinted moisturizer is what this is for me. It's really and truly that. And it's SPF, and this is also good skincare. I do have, so I do mix these sometimes in my, inside of that tinted bronzer, just to give my skin a little glow, but only in the summer times. In the winter months, I put a little bit of this, just a tiny bit, and I mostly focus it, or I would just take it on my fingers and focus it on my cheeks, just to give me that extra lift there. I've got this as well. So you see, guys, I have everything you can think of. I've also got the Becca highlighter as well, and I love these particular shades on my skin tone, because it's really beautiful. And this in the summer is gorgeous. This has a slight pinky, yeah, a pinkish, slight pink undertone to it, and it's really elegant. All right, so we're gonna give that another coat in a second. Again, I don't do anything to my under eyes. Sorry, I'm gonna give myself one more quick coat of the mascara. So we start on the other side. I always look down. Yeah, 2 coats is always, again, 3 should be the maximum, because you really are gonna get a nice lift and elongation, especially with this mascara. I've noticed with this and the Sweet, I really and truly get a nice long lashes. It's so beautiful. So yes, as I said before, liners. Now the only thing I've been struggling with for lip liners, I have a few. I do. I've got the MAC Cork. I really love this, and this is the one I've been going through a lot to not have that harsh line around my lips. And then I have the Urban Decay, which I love, in the color, what is this color? I'm sorry, give me a minute. Night Moth. I really love this color too. So I've been gravitating to these two when I'm going for more like a neutral tone lip. But sharpening this one, the Charlotte Tilbury, I've got 2, and the Fenty Beauty lip liner has been a hassle. It's been very complicated, and I've almost trashed them. That's how bad it's been for me. I've almost trashed them, that I just was like, I can't put up with it. I can't do it anymore. But these 2 shades that I have from Charlotte Tilbury, Lip Cheat Hot Gossip. Then I have a Super Size Me, and the Fenty Beauty, it's the, what shade is this? I don't know. I need to look this one up. I don't see it really. traced out, I think. I love the shade of this. I really, really do. It's the first time I found a shade that really actually compliments me. And this one I bought here in Trinidad and Tobago. It's a plum. I'm not so into plums anymore. So today we're going to use the Urban Decay's, did I tell you what shade it is? The Night Moth. And again, what I've been loving with lip liner is just lining here. I go down here, all the way down, the outer corner again, and then top. Then I just outside, I outline, really truly outline the pubic bow and go in. And then a smudge. But I love this new technique, which is more of a mix of the Oriental style lip liners and how they wear their lips. Okay, so again, I'm a moisturizer type of girl. I've got dry lips. I do. I have dry lips, and you guys know the ones that I have been talking about for so long, my YSL, to the point where I went searching to see if I could find the name of the one that I love. The first tube that I bought from the Rouge Volupté Shines, my microphone. I am not sure if it's number 12 Coral Dolman or 15 Extreme Coral. I mean, I went as far as to looking at 83 or 80 because it's more of a red, slight orange undertone, but it's like a corally red, and it complements me so beautifully. And they discontinued it, so I can't tell you anything other than that. And the next color, I think it's 43. It's 62M00743. And this one is definitely a corally tone. It's really beautiful on the lips, especially for us, you know, for me, my darker skin tone, which is more of a olive base. And then this year, no, I'm sorry, 2023, I did purchase the new Love Shine. I do Love Shine. What color did I get, guys? I'm so sorry. My eyesight has been a little bit strange of lately. 208, I believe. I will put it in the descriptions down below. And I love this color because it's also, but more so of a red. So I always I try to dab my lipstick. And especially with these formulas, it's moisturizing, and it's the pigment is also, it's a pH that's supposed to, you know, enhance your lip. But I find that the color is there, but it's not like a strong color, so it really kind of emulsifies to your lip, but in a very soft and elegant way. And so I really and truly, I'm enjoying the new formula of this a lot, really and truly. And so this is what I'm going to wear today. I'm not too sure if my lipsticks are starting to melt. I noticed that with my Fenty Beauty lipstick, but again, I don't know. And so the other one I love too is this, guys, from YSL. And this is also just another, so to say, this is like a gloss, but a hydrating gloss with pigment, and she is always with me. Secondly, I've been showing a lot of this one. This one I purchased it, I've been awarded a lot. I love the fact that it's like a tint. It's also moisturizing, but when it comes off, the pigment is still there on your lips as a stain. It's really and truly a stain, and I love it. Other than that, reds, the Urban Decay, and this is definitely Parisian. Women love their red lips, and I totally understand. I do in the winter month, Christmas season, I do my red lips, and sometimes I put this on top of it. This is a Chanel gloss with a slight shimmer. If I do want to have without, what I like doing is with the Fenty lip liner and then this on top, just to give a slight pop of extra glossy elegance to the skin. And then I've shown this one a lot, but this is a different formula, but the thing is, it's really, really pigmented, and a little goes a long way. I have not seen much or heard much about this. I actually found this by accident in sale when I worked in the mall in Germany, and I've been just kind of using this on and off. So there we go. That is my finished makeup look. This is how I put on makeup when I do need to wear makeup. Now, if I do need to put some powder on when I'm getting ready to take pictures, again, because as I say, it's really, really hot here, I really plan in the morning. In the morning, after I've done my routine and stuff like that, I get myself together. I have all my list of which pictures I need to take for what, and I do that. And then either I would use this to help matte the shine, or this. And this one I've got simply because, again, as I said, I used to do a lot on TV. So I worked on it's called HSE 24, HSE 24, for like nighttime, how do you call those stations where they sell everything, clothes, you know, home shopping station. And so I would use this because you can see the pores with how they did the HD, I believe. And so I would use this as my mattifier. So it's almost like a foundation in a sense, but not really. And so if I need extra like coverage to make sure that the shine is not coming through, this is what I wear. And you see, I haven't hit pan on it because I don't wear it much since I'm not doing any of that anymore. And I did every year, twice a year or 3 times a year, whatever I was doing for sports. So I was a sports model, and so I did my own makeup, and I had all the stuff. The other set of things that I used when I was doing that was Makeup Forever's foundation for HD TV. My God, that thing is amazing. But again, I'm more of a concealer girl, and I really and truly do try to invest in concealers that is for dry skin, especially in the winter months, and color correcting. So I do hopefully one day want to invest in more in concealers. And I think I have to be honest, I can go crazy with concealers more than I would buy foundations. But I do have, again, because of the marrying myself, I knew what I wanted, and I had planned that, and I did my research for a while. So I have my Hourglass foundation sticks here. I've got my Giorgio Armani concealers, the 2 different concealers. I've also got my Giorgio Armani foundation. Oh my God, guys, Luminous Silk Foundation. The hype is so real for coming from someone who does not really wear makeup, and I don't really like to when I don't have to, but I do love the skin look. This, I did my research. When I say I did my research, I did my research. I even went and had it put on my skin and wore it for a day just to be 100% sure on if this is the right purchase that I wanted. And I was sold. I was sold. And so I really, really and truly love this. Anyone who is not into makeup and wants to have something very light, but that elegant, that, you know, elevates the skin and gives you a glow, but it gives you also a coverage and is really good for your skin. You've heard it from everyone else, and you guys are now getting to know me. This literally is the thing. I have to be quite frank. It is the thing. So yes, other than that, guys, that's about it. I'm just going to show you what I have in my makeup bag. This palette from Zoeva, and it's a neutral. Again, I don't wear, so everything is still full, still there. But I treated myself though, because I did like shimmer. So for Christmas one year, I gave myself this Bobbi brown, and I've probably only used it maybe 2 to 3 times. What else can I show you? Yes, another cream that I love. I love these. I really do, especially when you really want to have a little fun on your lips. Again, I'm very easy. No fuss. I don't like fuss. The Charlotte Tilbury cream eyeshadow in rose gold. And I have to say too, I'm a rose gold girl. So I think that's about it. And I'm going to show you from in my bag that you guys have seen before. This is just some of the things that I have. I have a few Charlotte Tilbury lipstick as well. A few Urban Decays, but more neutral tones, and MAC, but I think from my collection, and one Tom Ford, which I love, Casablanca. That and these, Tom Ford and this. And again, the set that I've got from Charlotte Tilbury was the colors that really and truly looks good on me, which is Stone Rose. I've always loved Stone Rose and I never found it. So when I saw she had that, I bought it right away. But I have been checking out the other Tom Ford's lipstick in the slender barrels. She just looks so gorgeous. So that's it, guys. I don't think there's anything else I can tell you and show you, but this is what I put on. If I want to set this to make it stay a little bit and look nice, I do have my Charlotte Tilbury's setting spray. Ah, yeah, there we go. That guy, you know. But I honestly only wear it when I really think I want to do that and have my makeup last. But other than that, again, because I said I'm in Trinidad and Tobago, it is so warm here, especially in my mom's place. I don't bother. Sometimes I even take off the makeup as soon as I'm done doing what I need to do, and that's it. So I hope this was insightful for someone of my Parisian style makeup that I do for myself. Have always been. Some years things change a little bit, especially when you have seasons from America to Germany. I've always had to have winter versus summer concealer and foundation shades. This is something that has been always normal. But other than that, I have to say I'm missing concealers. I really am, and I do want to invest in proper lip liners and maybe another gloss. But anyways, that's it. Thanks.